What makes a woman truly beautiful? Is it her skincare routine, her dress size, or how well she hides her gray hairs? Or is it something else? Something deeper, more radiant, more real? As a doula, I have the immense privilege of witnessing women in some of their most raw and powerful moments. I see them in labor, in love, in tears, in awe. Their pregnant forms, their radiating faces, the look they have when they nurse their precious newborn babies. These are some of the most beautiful sights I've ever seen. And yet, so many of these women don't see what I see. Why is it so much easier to recognize beauty in others than it is in ourselves? Let's talk about it. Welcome back to the Doula Johanna podcast. In today's episode, I want to talk to you about beauty and what it means to me. Because this week, I supported 2 births. And as I was on my way home after those sleepless nights, still buzzing from the intensity, I kept thinking about how beautiful women are. As a doula, I get the unique privilege of seeing women in their biggest moments of fear, challenge, and triumph. I see their faces etched with effort, their bodies pushing through with this incredible determination. And then, just moments later, I see their eyes light up with overwhelming love. It's humbling every time, and it leaves me in awe. I love women, and I think they are beautiful. Beautiful in their transitions, beautiful in their strength, beautiful in all the changes they go through. I can so easily see this in others. Stretch marks, tired eyes, bodies that have grown and shifted through life stages. I find them breathtaking. But I'll be honest, I haven't always offered myself the same kind of grace. For a long time, I was frustrated with my body. Since my 3rd pregnancy, there have been those 5 extra kilos I couldn't seem to lose. I worried about my gray hairs, my wrinkles, and I told myself I should invest more money into looking polished and get rid of body hair, fix my nails, buy the serums and creams and supplements. There were mornings at daycare drop-off where I'd overhear other mothers talking about their 12-step skincare routines, and I would feel stressed, like I was falling behind in some secret competition. How on earth was I supposed to find 3 extra hours a day to do my hair, exfoliate, and put on this elaborate makeup? How was I supposed to find an extra 300 euros every month for collagen powders and silk creams and orchid extracts and seasonal eyeshadow palettes? At some point, that stress turned into something else. Anger. I was mad that so many women, including myself, brilliant, talented, creative women, were wasting so much time, energy, and money trying to live up to these impossible standards. Just imagine what we could build: businesses, careers, stronger relationships, better health, retirement plans, if we redirected that energy. That's when I said, no more. I was not going to waste my 40s pretending to be anywhere else than in my 40s. And honestly, when I look closely, I know real beauty never came from cosmetics anyway. I started asking myself, when do I see people as the most beautiful? It's not necessarily when they are wearing fancy outfits or flawless makeup. It's when they laugh, when they are proud of themselves, when they look at someone they love. That realization helped me set myself free. I still want to be kind to my body and take good care of it, but I've stopped expecting it to stay the same. I actually love all the change that has happened, especially in the last years. Aging brought me so many gifts: my children, new courage, and a new curiosity, more appetite for learning, and a real desire to feel strong while embracing my softness. So what do I do for my inner and outer beauty? I can tell you, I spend time with people I love: my kids, my husband, my friends. I don't smoke, and I rarely drink. I try not to eat too much processed sugar. I go to bed around 10:30 most nights. I lift weights 3 times a week, and I love how it makes me feel. Stronger, more grounded. It's so satisfying to carry my kids, lift groceries, and bike up hills without feeling completely exhausted. My focus has completely shifted from getting skinnier to getting stronger, and that change is nothing short of magical. As for skincare, I wash my face morning and evening, put on and remove mascara, let's say 2-3 times a week. I use a toner, a simple day or night cream, and at night I also apply like a homemade serum with castor oil, frankincense, and lavender. The smell is so calming, so luxurious, and it actually signals to me that it's time for bed. If you're interested, I will share my recipe in the show notes. I also brush my teeth, floss, and scrape my tongue. That's it. The whole thing takes maybe 4 to 5 minutes, depending on whether mascara is involved. I wear no other makeup. I don't like the feeling on my face, and honestly, I don't see the point. My face is my face. It has pores, uneven pigment, and a pimple or two before my period. That's life. I wash my hair twice a week, and I rinse it with apple cider vinegar and warm water. Sometimes I shave, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I use body lotion, sometimes I don't. What I've started to explore more recently is clothes. I used to think I could only be comfortable or look good, but not both. Now I'm slowly learning. I can actually have both. I am more mindful about what is allowed to enter my closet. Yes, it takes a little longer to find the right pieces than it did when I was 25, when almost everything just seemed to work. But now, when I take the time to find clothes where the fabric gently caresses my skin, the colors lift my mood, and the cut makes me feel feminine, strong, and ready to step into the world, it feels like a quiet celebration of who I am today, and it's so worth it. So let me be clear. I'm not saying we shouldn't care about how we feel in our skin. I think making an effort can be a beautiful thing, but I want us all to pause and ask ourselves, who are we doing it for? Do we do it because it's fun, nourishing, joyful? Or because we feel like we have to? That's the key. Some of my friends are super into manicure and love making their nails. It makes them happy. Others find calm and ritual in their skincare routine. I love that for them. You know when I feel most beautiful? Honestly, almost every time when I wake up well rested. That doesn't happen a lot right now, but my youngest is turning 3 soon, so I've got hope she'll finally start sleeping through the night. I also feel beautiful when I'm out in the sun, running around with my kids in shorts and a bikini top. Just being in my body, not hiding it, because I really do cherish it. This body gave me my babies. It lets me play, laugh, carry, dance, and chase them around. And then there are these other moments, like when my husband leans in for a real kiss, right in the middle of cleaning the kitchen. Not a quick peck, but a proper kiss that just makes me stop and smile. That's when I feel most alive, most radiant, and most like myself. And here's something I want to say from the heart. I really urge you to find a photographer who can capture you in those real, beautiful moments. Someone who gets you and your family and can bring out your essence. If you've been listening for a while, you already know how much I love working with Lee Watson. She has been creating magic for me for a few years now, and I'm so grateful for her and her heart. She manages to capture me in a way that helps me see my beauty and the beauty of my life. No matter if I was 39 weeks pregnant, huge and round, or in the middle of giving birth, sweaty and all, or freshly postpartum, she was always able to make me feel beautiful. We have a new session coming up at the end of May, and honestly, I'm already so excited. I know that these pictures will also become treasures, something I get to hold and to cherish for the rest of my life, pictures that will only become more meaningful with time. Lee generously offered to be a sponsor of today's episode and grant a special discount to all of my listeners. If you are looking for a photographer who will bring out your light, contact her at Doula Heart Photography and refer to this episode, and she will send you a special offer. That said, what I want to leave you with is this. Your worth is not tied to your beauty routine. It's not tied to your weight, your hair, or your clothes. Your worth just is. And you can acknowledge it not by trying to look perfect, but by taking care of yourself, honoring your changing body, and letting your joy shine through. Because nothing, seriously nothing, is more beautiful than that. So let me ask you, when are the moments you feel most beautiful? And do you have someone in your life who can truly capture that? Someone who sees you and helps you see yourself and your beauty too? If this episode made you think of someone you love, please share it with them. You never know who might need to hear these words today, that they are beautiful. Thank you so much for being here with me today. See you again next week. Take care and remember to be your own life doula.